the fake Incineroar thing is, but if I revenge a Buster move, Shulk will explode. One,
That's
probably
not
not
real life.
happening. Two, you revenge a Buster move, Shulk's leaving. Shulk's like, okay.
100%, absolutely. But
Yes, he actually knew Mr. B was going to down tilt. Spaced right outside the down tilt. Did nothing about it.
it didn't work.
It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, we see immediately, practically, we see Incineroar getting put on the ledge, but gets off of it pretty simply. Use that Buster Darkest Lariat into the Buster Shulk. Does a lot of damage. Now he's more or less back to
Buster Darkest Lariat would be stupid.
That's true.
And that's the other thing. You can't
Incineroar's
just be
really big,
revenging
wow.
because good Smash attacks even outside of Smash mode, but that one was so called out. B went into Smash mode during the counter to get the punish.
For sure, and that was great stuff. Yeah, can't be trying to combo those aerials. That's like one small weakness the show does have. Another one is going to be that straight up B that he's got. Great stuff from 6am, having the awareness to see, okay, he's pretty much out of options. Got to come into this up B, so I'm going to take this hit where I can get it.
And now a slight lead developed and gets the classic Incineroar.
And that's what I was talking about. You see the get up attack, you read what's happening after, and then you have to hit him. But again, not a consistent way that you're going to be able to rely on getting all of your punishes as Incineroar.
What we need to see from Mr. B is in Buster mode specifically not being afraid to throw away some potential damage to grab shields.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that...
Whoa.
Oh, wow. That
Okay.
was DI straight in on the up tilt.
DI, what do you mean that move hit me? Which, to be fair, I didn't see that happening either.
Yeah, I don't know where 6am was going with the side B right there. Gets clipped by the Nair, but manages to reversal it.
Ooh.
I was going to say, there's no way you let him get away with that swap for free. Like,
Yeah. Oop, that should
tries to
be.
go for the
Oh,
whip
tries to go
punish.
for a big combo instead of just taking the one hit.
he was crouching.
I think switching into the arts broke him out of crouch because you saw the arts frame pop up just as they got grabbed.
That's true. That's very possible. Right, grab.
Oh, trying to check his pummeling.
I was going to say,
Backfire.
thought he was going to take your advice from grabbing the shield right there, but breaks out into the side B. Not great stuff, but getting ledge trapped
That
now,
has to have been the sourest hit of Bear to not even like
That's tough.
fake flash.
Yeah.
Shulk does let the characters with even okay recoveries. Incineroar, the second you're a double jump, have to recover range, it should be over.
Yeah, it's not great, and we saw that on the first stock as well. We saw a double jump forward air, edge guard into the drop reverse up B off the ledge, you know. Kind of just a better version of what Lucina does in the same matchup, and to a lot of characters that have to recover in straight lines, which Incineroar definitely does.
We did see some sparks there. 6am knows that he has to go for those like edge guards on Shulk. You have to put those aerials right.
100%.
I think Nair trades can do it. I don't think Shulk sits above that high.
Yeah, no, you mean with the up B? Yeah, you
Yes,
can
with the
do
up B.
that.
But you have to get Shulk in a position where he has to up B.
We got
Someone's not pleased about the result.
a pop off here from someone off stream. Not sure what is going on over there, but we have a number and a letter fighting here on the mainstream. So we got way more important stuff. And for the record, our last set was actually in Wave A pools. Cass lied to me. That was Pool A2. Now we're in Wave B.
I was thinking Duffy
'Cause I was like-
Leviathan that early was just rude.
Yeah, I was just like, I did not study this. I was like, these guys are not in my pool. But yeah, okay. Anyway, going over to
That's crazy. For winning, too.
the steel chair. It's crazy.
We're actually seeing right now is where shield doesn't matter that much. Like, all right, now you're stuck with me.
Yeah, literally. Which definitely not a situation you want to be in
Yeah.
if you have worse frame data than Incineroar.
That just barely beat out the side B startup.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we saw that starting up, but not quite
And
fast enough. That
catch
one's going
out.
to be fast enough. Big damage, but not enough to kill. Got to get off the ledge. Great dash
And
attack.
the big thing is like, oh, but you'd love to shield mode that. You can't. That's a grab.
Yeah.
You can't change arts in it.
And something else that we're actually seeing, we see that Mr. B is having a relatively easy time getting off the ledge in a lot of these ledge trap situations. That's another amazing
Oh, that was a great call out.
Yeah, had to up B a little bit earlier there, and called that out beautifully with the down air. But we see Brandon getting off the ledge a little bit easier in this matchup than you might expect, and that's because phenomenal stuff takes the trade.
Another potential knowledge, like, I know this matchup.
Yep.
Smash mode makes it so all the moves do way less damage, meaning Incineroar's the light armor
Yeah.
on up B just beat it.
Exactly.
And that's going to be
and
a
also,
huge
you
amount
can't
of damage.
fall out of the up B in that case. So that's a guaranteed kill.
All right.
That is phenomenal stuff.
And it's evened up because I don't even think Incineroar can make it.
Yeah, I was going to say, if he let him away with that forward air, it could happen, but not quite. But we're back at one stock.
I like not doing the obvious like art into like movement art to run away. Would get
Yeah.
called out.
100%.
I would like to see a grab to turn that off. All right.
He is red. He's glowing.
He's like, I believe that was a Buster move too.
Yeah, okay, well, we got rid of the revenge, though, so it's okay.
Beat it out of him. A rare option, but possible at low percents when you combo Incineroar.
Possible at low percents, also possible as a sortie.
This is very risky. Okay, Mr. B also agreed that,
Yeah,
like, you know what?
Smash, he was like, actually, no, fuck that.
I do respect that.
like,
Smash mode for one move, and we're done.
He was like, all right, I got what I needed. Get me out of here.
All right, it was a good thing to go for, but Incineroar will kill me with every throw.
Yeah. Yeah, the issue with Incineroar's ledge trapping is just
Why?
that
I just need Mr. B to stop pummeling.
because he's so slow, a lot of the time he has a hard time covering multiple ledge options at once, especially the ones with so much range as Shulk has. Gonna be able to cover that full hop in the neutral though, so
And
great
that's
stuff here.
and that was calling out the startup because the jump aerial just didn't come out before Incineroar's. Yeah.
No, and that's something that you have to do not just as Incineroar, but as a lot of these shorter range or slower characters against Shulk, right? He's gonna have better range than you. Unless you're Sephiroth, he's got more, or like Min-Min. He has more range than you, but you almost certainly have better frame data than him, and you got to use it in situations like that to beat out his moves before they come out.
And that was a great game. But in the driver's seat, most of it wasn't in the driver's seat getting edge guarded. Can't blame him much for that.
Yeah,
but
it happens.
where it mattered, definitely in the driver's seat for most of that game.
Absolutely. So, I didn't see quite where we clicked here. Going over to town and city. Okay. I can understand this. We get, well, actually, I kind of can't, right? Because we get earlier kills off the side as Shulk, but most of our kills are coming from edge guarding Incineroar anyway.
Yeah.
But now you have to worry, you basically put stronger revenge on the table at lower percents. So I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah. Specifically side B.
Yeah. You take side B.
Because even non-revenge side B.
Yeah, I was gonna say like non-revenge side B is already something to worry about.
And that was a 40 damage bear thanks to Buster.
Yep.
Or
not
fair,
great.
my mistake.
I mean, I guess the town ceiling does take up throw off the table. Oh, okay. Good stuff.
But to the
Goes
credit,
right with
that did barely kill, but Incineroar was dead on any stage. If it was
Yeah.
Battlefield
Yeah, that's my
like blast
thing.
zones, yeah.
The smaller side, like that didn't benefit Mr. B right there.
Yeah.
And like now, I suppose that you only have to deal with the back throw as a kill throw, not really up throw. But
That's the one negative for Buster that's very hard to take advantage of for every character.
Yep.
Like it can turn low percent hits into scraps.
yeah,
And
damage, and it's not great. I
but
think
Buster Bear, our Buster
Good grab
Revenge
here.
Bear in Buster, so it's many
we need to
multipliers.
see Brandon stop trying to pummel 5 times every time he gets a grab. He is taking so much damage for that.
How did that not hit?
I like that. Goes into the shield just to take a little bit less vertical knockback, get right back to the
Back to
big
calling
stuff.
out these revenges. Mr. B got 2 callouts in a row.
Yep, for sure.
But surely I called it out twice. It won't happen a third time.
We need to see more timing mix-ups on these aerials. I understand Shulk has mediocre frame data, and like you want to be landing with them to be as safe as possible. But every single, like in a lot of situations, you're doing these landing aerials, you're getting called out with revenge, and you're giving Incineroar way more room than you need to.
That might have actually been the iframes did not get grabbed there.
Very possible.
But we're seeing much better positioning around these now.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
I meant the revenges.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Oh, all right.
That was a good. That was a
Yeah.
good fake out. Good timing right there. Covers
Ooh,
the
but
tag.
traded with the grab armor.
Yeah, great stuff. Great stuff.
Yep, that
Throw into the
just
F2.
happens. A great
I was
combo.
gonna say, turn that off. Like, turn that off now.
I was actually thinking Smash Mode would be pretty good here. There's no way you die. You're not giving up like a tipper.
And here we see,
Yeah.
Brandon definitely taking, realizing what I had said earlier, taking that to heart. You need to mix up your timing on these aerials because Incineroar is just going to counter you. That's where his big damage comes from. Didn't let him do that. Beautiful stuff with that down air. Six was definitely expecting like a neutral air or maybe a cross-up back air to come right there. No, you shield one, second hit of the down air comes out, led to a kill. Beautiful stuff from Mr. B.
And going all out, I don't think Mr. B went like that deep for an edge guard that game yet.
He did on the first stock.
It didn't. My bad.
But he definitely hadn't been the games before this, so probably not something that Six was thinking of being like a likelihood. Right?
And these games have been a faster pace, which usually favors Incineroar. And don't get me wrong, 6 a.m. was doing well, but Mr. B took that one back.
Yeah.
I think you need a little bit foot. Yeah, we're noticing that Six is like, oh, I'm willing to go back here.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, this is fine.
Yeah.
Which, to my point, I mean, I gotta talk to Mr. B after this. Like, why are we going here? But okay, turns the Buster on, gets the double jump called out again. Gotta stay on top of these mix-ups here as Shulk.
Just missed a parry there. Happens.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
I need to see a punish on which side B, though. You cannot be letting Incineroar just, like, not get punished for...
Yeah, for sure. Because
doing his best option.
If he feels comfortable doing it like that, he can just throw it out like that in a situation, get a free kill pretty much. And now we see Mr. B down basically a whole stock, although admittedly...
And it's about to be...
I
Okay,
was going to say, he's got shield online, so it's okay.
Oh, that doesn't even... The jab doesn't even connect in shield? I think that might have been like the hit of Nair where you could have actually got like the F smash combo. It's like a really cheeky Shulk window.
Very possible.
But like, you pretty much have to buffer it. Wow.
I like that, yeah, because had he stayed in, right, the second hit of the up air still would have hit, but he went far enough that Incineroar can't get
That
over
might
there.
kill him.
That smash forward throw, not quite enough, but turn that off, bro.
I mean, it went off on its own.
Okay.
What we're seeing is just Mr. B is... it's not the
Okay,
decisiveness
grab
I'm
here.
expecting from Mr. B. Especially... That's dead. Yup.
No, he's got jump mode, he's okay.
I cannot believe he made that back. Never mind.
Jump Monato's insane, bro. Yeah, and
And-
because he's going so far, this is actually the spacing where you can't just beat out the up B from the stage if you go that low. That one you could have, and you could have also revenged it, but good spacing for Mr. B to not let that happen. Great dash attack.
And this one getting a little bit away from him.
Yeah, 3 stocks to 1. I mean, don't get me wrong. Shulk can get these kills at very low percent
But
off the side.
But he needs to be in
But-
control of the match.
Yeah, he needs to be in control of neutral. He needs to not be giving up these free double jumps. What the hell are we doing?
Yeah, it wasn't a double jump.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't throw out a double jump. You didn't throw out a predictable aerial. I guess. Understood the assignment, technically. But still back on the ledge. Managed to get off. Again, that's a good space for Shulk to be in this matchup. Good push,
Finally
as
finds the side
Alex's
B.
point. Yep. And there's the first kill. Okay. Definitely something that we can make happen. But we really need to hyper-focus on getting Incineroar off stage at
We're
all
seeing
costs.
6AM be really great. We've been talking up how well he's doing,
Yeah.
but he's been really greedy with side Bs these games. And even though
But
Mr. B...
he's got away with it.
I would say, he's gone
hit
away
everyone.
with them, but they're not hitting. And that's one step away from getting punished for it.
That's true. That's one step away from getting hit, and as Incineroar getting hit is one step away from dying. So that's
Like,
definitely
that's
something
another
to
one.
keep in mind. Yeah, because that's half the percent that Brandon's going to need to take a stock straight up.
Great call
And
out
there
there.
it is. Phenomenal stuff.
But this should still be an edge guard.
Spot dodge, but not quite enough. But
Yup.
up B going to finish it off. Wow. Puts
Or
it back
not.
to the stage, but still got the ledge trap, still have center stage. Let's see what we can make out of it.
Gotta give 6AM that.
There's
We
the
didn't
back
think
air.
he was going to make it.
Here we go. Yeah, no, I did not think he was going to make it past that cycle edge guard. Hard to do against Shulk, period, especially as Incineroar.
And there it is, like it's
Less hit stun, your minus on hit.
yeah.
It's not great.
And you eat the hit in Buster if it's a counter hit like that.
Up throws
No,
not
on
okay.
this stage.
No, there we go. He benefited from town once. That would have killed on most other stages.
And benefited from shield art there in a way that's not going to happen again.
Yeah, that is not happening again.
And is that?
That's it.
Yep.
Ceiling is not going to save you right there, but he did bring it down to the last stock, and I would say, I mean, not quite a last hit situation, but it is Incineroar, right?
But I will say, so both of those where both those games, Mr. B was down, then he made adjustments. He needs these adjustments to come a little bit faster,
faster.
on the timing and spacing. He did it both games. Barely took game 3 back, but couldn't. The hole was too big in game 4.
That's the problem, and that's the problem with a lot of these matches kind of at the mid-level, right, is you get cooked, you adapt, but then sometimes you have a little bit harder of a time with that kind of second-level adaptation when your opponent adapts back. And that's definitely, I think, what we could be seeing here from this whole beat. Like I said, I like the implementation of the down air and the up air in neutral that we were seeing. Those multi-hits definitely helping out against 6 clearly expecting a single hit to hit his shield. Need more stuff like that, more spacing mix-ups as well. And to your point, we definitely need to see less of this,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
He's getting away with all of those.
Okay, but he did just he's getting a huge punish for the second one.
Yeah, that one was good, but there we go. That predictable back air going to end up getting revenge, big damage.
Pretty rough revenge cash out there. You wanted way more. That's
Yeah.
not dead. I'm astounded.
Yeah, Town might have saved him. It was close.
Yeah.
But now he's got to get out off the ledge.
Terrible timing for Smash to deactivate because it was enough so that it wouldn't be shield stun, and then like, all right, get
Yeah,
hit.
that was tough.
Yeah.
But still in advantage here.
Ooh,
I
tries to
like
get
that.
the- that's
If he dashed back a little bit more, that would have actually caught everything.
I liked it because you weren't going to die. I wanted to see an immediate up B because Incineroar had to use his B move there after the revenge.
Yeah. If he's side beat, I think that could have
Okay,
been killed
now
as well.
Mr. B's calling out the... Ooh, that was so greedy,
I don't
though.
know about that. Yeah, we saw like that is a good edge guard option against Incineroar. We see that. That's also pretty solid.
It turns out.
Yeah, but he Incineroar was coming. 6 was coming from such a high angle that you weren't going to hit the up B from there. So a
You're
little bit
noticing-
greedy, but he makes it back.
I can't help but notice Mr. B is not using Buster at the start of these games because Mr. B's noticed, okay,
He
I'm
doesn't
getting
want that
counter
to
hit.
happen.
Also, I'm getting counter hit.
Yeah.
I was getting counter hit for
You get
landing
counter
my
hit
nairs.
because you don't get as much hits done
Yeah.
in Buster mode. So gotta watch out for that. Getting
I
these
think-
landings caught.
Oh, what? That was insane. That was just a really insane call out.
When we kill it 50%, I suppose. Okay, you saw him turn on revenge, man.
Yeah.
That one was reactable.
This is exactly what I meant by the now you scrap with Incineroar. Okay, that revenge doesn't mean
This is
much.
a bad. Can we turn Smash mode off? Thank you.
Revenge always powers up the move, so now I'm afraid, like damage-wise. And that's dead.
Is that it? That's not even close. Okay. Fantastic adaptation from 6, especially the second half of that set.
Yes.
Going to take out Mr. B, send him to loser's bracket round 2. And looking